Hello all. Today I will be giving a short seminar for parents with children that were recently identified as talented or gifted, TAG, or parents who think their student may be a TAG student and are curious about gifted education. I hope you all have received the pamphlet that I handed out before this seminar. This seminar will hopefully give insight on multiple issues including social and emotional needs and supports, identity, motivation, and achievement. The goal of this seminar is to inform you on needs and supports that your child may need and what research-based practices can help address those needs and supports. Issues of social and emotional well-being are common and abound in talented and gifted education. According to research, most general education classroom teachers are not equipped to adequately meet the needs of gifted students. Research has identified some of the vulnerabilities that are common to gifted students, such as perfectionism, underachievement, indecision of which talents to pursue. They have also identified 5 overexcitabilities that are psychomotor, imaginational, intellectual, sensory, and emotional experience. Research suggests that there are many ways to promote positive social and emotional development. Students can work with counselors in a variety of different ways, including direct one-to-one counseling, counseling via effective curriculum development with teachers and counselors, group therapy, and family counseling. Other practices could be the support of acceleration of learning, allowing time for gifted students to work with students of similar ability, mentoring, and implementing social and emotional curriculum. Not all of these practices can be implemented at home, so it is important to work with administration, teachers, and counselors at school to ensure that the proper steps are being taken for social and emotional well-being of your student. One step that parents can directly take to support social and emotional well-being of their students is forming parent groups. Parent groups allow sharing of information and concerns with other parents whose children may be experiencing some of the same things. Underachievement is a large issue within talented and gifted education. Underachievement can come from a student's feeling bored or not challenged, identity issues, or issues outside of the classroom. Students who don't feel challenged may need acceleration in certain subjects or whole grade levels to be challenged at the appropriate level. Challenging instruction is not the only factor that contributes to underachievement. There are issues of identity that can complicate achievement and social pressures. For instance, Edelshirsch suggests that females may be inherently more likely to underachieve due to societal pressures and influences that cause females to underestimate their ability to perform in the classroom. Females may also be exposed to more pressures to conform to their peers, which can cause underachievement. Research has suggested that finding characters in literature that students can identify with helps show that the student can achieve at a high level. Not just females are limited to this. People of color or lower economic status may also have societal pressures facing them that can cause underachievement. Finding identifiable characters may also help them feel more comfortable in their giftedness and their ability to achieve at high levels. Access to challenging instruction may be a barrier to motivation and achievement for gifted students. Parents can work with teachers and administration to determine if acceleration or placement in gifted classes will be beneficial to their student, to ensure that they have the curriculum that will allow the students to learn and grow. Underachievement may also be viewed as a motivational problem. Research shows that teachers may lack the formal training to support gifted education. If teachers in a school don't have the proper training for gifted education, consider working with local institutes of higher education or online institutes to extend education. Identity is something I've mentioned a little already, but it's important to delve more into the complexities of identity in TAG education. One major issue facing gifted education is the issue of underrepresentation of minority populations. There are a confluence of factors that could cause underrepresentation of minority populations in TAG education, such as the use of standardized tests in the screening process. Additionally, teachers may practice anti-intellectualism where they focus on the deficits or shortcomings of your student rather than their strengths, which reinforces a deficit ideology in students. Most states allow for parental nominations for consideration of their child into TAG programs. If you are a parent who thinks their student may be gifted but has not been identified, especially minority parents, consider nominating your student for TAG considerations. Other steps parents can take include normalizing visits with the counselor to discuss the best actions for your student's success, encouraging your child to be engaged and active in academics, and reinforcing the benefits of gifted education to your student who may at times feel dejected. Your teacher should try to create a healthy working relationship with your student and you for collaboration. They should have some racial sensitivity training to help check their biases that can negatively impact a student's education. Young women may also face challenges in the realm of talented and gifted education. Years of stereotypes about gender roles have led to disproportionate representation in the STEM fields. In part of the STEM domination is instructors who believe that women are not capable of being as successful as men in these fields. I say to these instructors that they are dead wrong and must reconsider their archaic beliefs about women's abilities. As parents, you must demand more of these educators as well. Your daughters must be placed into learning environments where they are valued and supported. Young gifted boys who are inquisitive are considered academics, whereas a young woman doing the same thing may be labeled as aggressive or anti-feminine. Adult women may also be underrepresented in many fields due to the gender roles of caretaker or stay-at-home mom because of the queen bee effect, which is described by Sally Reese. The queen bee, as Reese describes, is the idea that women must be able to succeed in their professional endeavors while also being the primary domestic divider, taking care of the whole family. However, being a queen bee is a monumental task, and Reese suggests that we teach our young women that they will be more likely to have to make sacrifices and will not likely be able to have it all. She also suggests that we do a better job educating young boys that they are responsible for domestic responsibilities too, that women should not be expected to take the lead role on housekeeping and family matters. Black gifted women may have an extra burden of carrying racial stereotypes along with the gender stereotypes they face. Educators may have a litany of preconceived biases against them that affects their educational outcomes. Thank you all for listening to my presentation on gifted education. I hope that this may have helped clear up some of any questions that you had about gifted education.